Welcome to the Power.com video blog. Power.com video blog. Power.com video blog. Episode 7. Bow! Ooh, I think that might have been my best one yet, y'all. I didn't mess up. I kept the beat. I kept the rhythm. I'm working on it. Hey guys, welcome. So this week was crazy. Your girl was so busy, but in a good way, but it was crazy. So this week's episode is going to be super low-key and relaxed, and I'm going to say it's the get ready with me episode because I finally do the two things that I've been saying I was going to do for months, and I finally did it. My skincare routine and my Ann Darrow makeup routine. Now, I said I was going to do the Jane makeup routine from Bronx Tale, but I kind of forgot what her makeup looked like. So, I'll show you the Ann Darrow makeup. And if you guys have any questions, you know what to do. Hit me up on Twitter or Instagram or whatever the case. All right, enjoy. So, I am finally getting around to something that I meant to do quite some time ago. And it was skincare routine because I believe Kelly asked for that, and I was so flattered because I've always, well, I shouldn't say always, but as an adult, I've started having like trouble with my skin. So someone wants to know how I take care of it. I'm honored and happy to share with you guys. So I don't have any breakouts, but I have like scars from previous breakouts. So I'll talk about how I deal with that too. So first I wash my face with this African black soap with tea tree oil. It's amazing. Don't get it in your eyes because it really stings, but it's really amazing. And since I've started using it, I haven't had any breakouts. And I just started using this brand like a few days ago, but I was using another brand that was similar to this. And since I've been using it, my skin has not broken out. And it's felt really calm and firm. So this is really nice. Yeah, it has tea tree oil, cocoa pods, palm kernel oil, coconut oil, and that's it. Very natural, very organic, and really, really good. So I wash my face with that. Then I pat it dry. Then I spray this toner on. Oh my god. This is also tea tree water from Lush. And again, super, super organic. The only ingredients are tea tree water, grapefruit water, juniper berry water, and that's it. It's vegan, and it makes my skin feel so fresh. And because I have to wear a lot of makeup for the show, it's really helpful to, even after you wash it, to spray this and then rub it with a pad just to make sure you get all that makeup and sweat from the show off. So I do that. Then I put this vitamin C Clinique cream on my face, which is helping fade my dark spots. I highly recommend. And then I go to sleep. And then I wake up and I pretty much do that all over again. Sometimes I skip the vitamin C step in the morning, which I probably shouldn't, but that's it. Oh, and if I have a breakout, I recommend putting this on it. Grease Lightning from Lush. Just putting it on it, the pimple, before you go to sleep, and it won't go away immediately. Like, you won't wake up, you know, with it gone, but you'll see that it starts to go down and the redness starts to go away, and it'll keep you from popping it, because if you pop it, you'll get a scar. At least I do. So yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful, and if there's anything else I can answer, let me know. Okay, now this, I have truly promised to do a makeup tutorial since A Bronx Tale, since I played Denise, I think, or maybe when I started playing Jane. Regardless of the fact, I said I was going to do a makeup tutorial, and I think I shot it, and then I couldn't figure out how to edit it the way I wanted it to. So here we go, the Ann Darrow makeup tutorial. I'm really excited. It's going to be nice and easy because this character lives in the 1930s, so she also doesn't have much money, so her face wasn't, you know, insanely beat. It was just sort of soft and innocent, with a lot of mascara. So I start with putting primer on. concealer that's a little bit darker than my face, like than my foundation, and I go and cover up any dark spots from scarring and such. Once all the spots are covered up, excuse me, I put my foundation on, and I use this Bobbi Brown foundation in Golden. It is like, it matches my skin so perfectly. I don't know, I feel like in this lighting it's gonna look like it doesn't match, but I promise you it matches perfectly. And I put a few pumps on my hand and mix it with Max Prep and Prime. I mix that into the foundation again just to make sure that it doesn't move while I'm sweating on stage. And I put it all over my face. Oh yeah, it doesn't look like it matches, but I swear it does. These fluorescents are unforgiving. Oh. I put some what is this? Some MAC spiked eyebrow tint on my eyebrows, and I just sort of outline them so I can define them a little more. Yeah, that's it. Eyebrows done. Then I take some MAC powder in NC45 and put it on my, not my lid, but, you know, whatever part of my eye this is. Again, just to sort of like define my eye shape. It's not supposed to look like I'm wearing much of anything, so it just makes the eyes pop a little bit. And I put some mascara on, and this is MAC's False Lash Extreme in black. It is very extreme. As soon as I put it on, it looks like I'm wearing false lashes, which is really cool. Okay, so once the mascara is on, I go backwards concealer, NC42, put it all under my eyes and start the highlight and contour process, which is my favorite because if you watched RuPaul's Drag Race, then you know when they're in the mirrors doing their contour, that's when like things get real and they, you know, tell their life stories. And so I like to pretend that I'm on Drag Race at this very moment. Put it on my nose, a little bit on my forehead, like just a little bit in the center, and blend it. So once all that highlight's put on there, I go in with some MAC Studio Fix Perfecting Stick in NW50 and go over like the shadowy parts of my face. I don't put any up there because I wear a wig in the show and I just don't want any like unnecessary makeup up there. I learned that the hard way during Bronx Tale. And then I'm going to do the same thing to my nose, but with the smaller brush so I don't have those big streaks on my face. Okay, so that's all been blended out. Not enough, I would say, looking at it. But yeah, you blend all that out. And it's also the beauty is that this is for stage, not necessarily for everyday life. So if things are a little dramatic, I don't worry about it too much because, you know, there are some people who are sitting so far away, you don't want to like disappear. So once you've done all that, I take some translucent powder. Laura Mercier translucent powder, just looks like this. And I set everything in place. I start with the highlight, let that sit for the longest, and then I just put it truly all over my face. Really make sure nothing moves. I also cry a lot in this show, and it's really, I honestly at that moment could care less about what I look like, but it's always nice to know when I come off stage and I look in the mirror that it doesn't look totally crazy because everything's been set so much. There's just like little streaks coming down my face as opposed to like, you know, looking totally crazy. So yeah, I put this all over the highlight. Oh my god, I look crazy. I feel like I look like Coco Montrese. If you guys don't watch Drag Race, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I let this set, and then just kind of put it all over my face. I obviously take this away. I brushed this off after like a minute. And then I put some little fake eyelashes on, and that's it. Then I put some Blistex on, because it's cold, and you know that means lips are dry. You don't want crusty lips on Broadway. That's not cute. I put a little of that on, and then the color that I use for Act 1 is called Please Me, and it's like a pretty pinkish nude. Uh-oh. And then for Act 2, I use this color called Ruby Woo, which is a matte red, and it's when Ann Darrow moves back to the city and becomes a little more glamorous and more famous. And that color looks like this. So that's it, guys. Oh, and at the end, I spray my face with this Max Fix Plus spray just to set it all and make myself feel glamorous. And, oh, and it's coconut flavored, so it smells really, really good. That's it. Very simple, very, you know, not much to it. And I'm so happy I was finally able to do this. I'm so sorry it took me so long, but I finally did it. The Ann Darrow makeup tutorial. Can't speak. Hey guys, happy Black History Month. So I told you guys in the last episode that in honor of this celebratory... Oh my goodness, I'm making a mess. In honor of this celebratory month, I am going to discuss a different person who made Black history. And the person of today is Mae Jemison. Now, we, at the King Kong family, every day before we start the show, we have a prayer circle. And this month, we've been doing a Black history fact before every show. And so Mae Jemison was the woman that we learned about the other day. And I'd heard about her, I think, in middle school, but there's something interesting that I didn't learn. So, Mae Carol Jemison was the first Black woman to go to space. She was an engineer, a physician, and a NASA astronaut. She went into orbit around the Space Shuttle Endeavour on September 12th, 1992. So she's, you know, a bit of a boss. Let's see, so what I found to be so awesome about her is that she was also an artist. She's a dancer and an actress. She appeared on television multiple times. She was an actress on an episode of the Star Trek Next Generation, which is so cool. She holds an honorary doctorates in science and engineering, letters, and humanities. Let's see. I read something, let me see, about her bringing a photo from the Alvin Ailey Dance Company with her to space, which I think is incredible and so inspiring because, you know, there's that whole quote, you know, lift as we climb. And I feel like she's a definition of a Black woman who was, you know, climbing her way to a powerful position and decided to lift other women with her and lift other Black people with her, and literally to outer space, which I think is amazing. Also, as artists, we can do anything. This woman was an engineer and an actress and a dancer. I mean, what else can we do? So that is my Black history fact, and if you want to learn more about her, just Google her. It's spelled M-A-E is her first name, Carol is her middle name, C-A-R-O-L, and Jemison is her last name, J-E-M-I-S-O-N, and she's the best. Thank you guys so much for watching this very low-key, casual episode. I appreciate it. This week has been insane, to say the least, but a good thing. Listen, I'm blessed. I'm not complaining, but you know, just got a lot going on with the show and a few things outside of the show, and God is good, but God is keeping me busy. So thank you guys for watching this Get Ready With Me episode, and I'll see you guys next time for the next one. Bye. One dress and yeah, I guess